It's Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to pick dialogue or make choices. You can pay to play sound effects that have in-show ramifications.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the fuck?
Submit images over Twitter and Discord for us to use. Or just hop in the chat and suggest what you think we should do. It's your show too, friend. Every episode is its own sandbox to play in. There's never a dull moment. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Whoa! Okay.
Are you okay,
What's
Your
up?
Honor?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up? That's how you start things off. I mean, all rise. It's me, the Honorable Learned Hand, and welcome to the Everything Now Superior Court, where justice rules. Bang the gavel. We've got... Thank you.
Justice.
Thank you. Yes, give it up for justice. We have some real sick fucks in the room tonight, to be frank, but it's only, it's gonna be up to you to decide whether or not they get punished for their alleged crime. Some of them might be innocent. It's gonna be up to you, our jurors in the chat, to decide who's guilty and who's not guilty. I've seen some familiar faces, or names, I suppose, in the jury box. Abby Sally, Naked Comedy, K Weeb, Warm Winter, and some new jurors. I think I saw someone named Squid who said it was their first time watching the show. Welcome. If you're new here, this is the Everything Now show, and this is a court of law. We're going to be bringing in some defendants. They're going to be standing on a podium accused of crimes that you decide, and you can introduce evidence regarding the case in our Discord. So if you haven't joined our Discord, join the Everything Now Show Discord. Someone in the chat, please link it in the chat. You can join the Discord and submit images, and we'll show them on our TV. Here's one. Spoiler alert. It's that. We're going to change it now because I spoiled it. But Fry Guys. That would have been fun. So that's how that works. We pulled those images from our Discord and we use them as evidence in tonight's trial. So if you want to participate in that, go ahead and join the Discord, submit some images. We might use yours tonight. You can also submit written testimony about the case, and that'll look like this. It's blank right now because no one's subscribed yet, but if you do subscribe, you can submit written testimony about the case. We'll put it there. We'll put it on screen. It could be something that happened in the case. It could be an opinion about the defendant. It could be something completely unrelated to the case. That won't be very helpful for us, but it's up to you. You can also call a witness to the witness stand for $5. We'll cut to our witness stand over here. It looks like our last witness was Chris Chalakian, stone guy who had too much Taco Bell. But it doesn't have to be Chris Chalakian. It could be anybody of your choice. So if you donate $5, let us know who you want to bring to the witness stand. It could be a celebrity. It could be a real-life person. It could be a fictional character. It could be someone who is related to the crime. That would certainly make my job a lot easier. But again, it's up to you. It's comedy you control. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Folks, thank you. Thank you, jurors. All right. I think we all pretty much get this. So to get us started, what we're going to need is a crime that has been committed. So obviously, as we all know, we're in the Everything Now jurisdiction, and our crimes are a little bit different than what your jurisdiction might be at home. So things that are crimes here might not necessarily be crimes where you are, and vice versa. Go ahead and start suggesting crimes in the chat, and we'll figure out what this first defendant stands accused of. Whom says 15 minutes late Discord ping. I think we're gonna skip that one. We did get it eventually. Grundle filching. That is confusing. Stepped on a crack and broke mama's back. That's a pretty good one. Wow. Profiteering, not subscribing to the YouTube. That is a crime. That's absolutely a crime. And if you haven't already, you're breaking the law. I'm seeing something from. Oh, let's speeding necrophilia. Whoa. Okay, those are two different things. But maybe combined into one, it's like a worse crime. Thank you for that suggestion, Squid. And welcome to the show. Hating justice, pretending to be a judge. We actually had somebody pretending to be a judge last time. It was very confusing. Toaster strudel graffiti, small cat poaching, failure to thrive. Playing music on the bus. Playing music on the bus. Yes, that is something that personally really pisses me off, and it is a crime here. Playing music on the bus. Just get some headphones. You're not the DJ of public transportation. This next defendant stands accused of playing music on the bus. Let's go ahead and bring them out. Defendant, you can take your spot at the podium, and please state your name for the record.
Oh, where's the Bible? You know what I mean? Do I have to swear on a Bible first?
Well, are you religious?
No.
Okay, well then you don't have to swear on a Bible. Just solemnly swear that you'll tell the truth.
I solemnly swear. I'm Jewish, if you know what I mean.
Are you Jewish? You're like kind of Jewish? A little bit. All right, well.
Un poquito.
Un poquito. I don't think we have a Torah here, so I think you're just going to have to solemnly swear. Maybe like a pinky promise.
Mazel. Fair enough.
Okay. Are you sure you're Jewish? Little bit. Just a little bit. Dad's side? Got it. Okay. And thank you so much, Feedzak, for the subscription. Let us know what you'd like to enter into written testimony. We'll pull it up. Okay, it just says penis right now. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Okay.
I think they just got it.
I don't know what's going on.
I think
Is
they
it?
just got it
Done? Okay. 4 stars for the defendant. Would have been 5 if they had worn the Sailor Moon outfit like I'd asked. Okay. So that's interesting. That one of the witnesses has entered into written testimony that they requested the defendant to wear a particular outfit. Do you know anything about that? And what was your name again? Sorry.
My name is DJ Snack the Wife. And I know Feedzak. He used to work for me and Tom Likas. And that's just fundamentally true. And I'm sorry. I appreciate the Sailor Moon outfit you got me for Christmas and Hanukkah, but I just forgot it at home. I forgot.
I see. Okay. Well, do you understand, Mr.
DJ Snack the Wife?
Mr. Snack the Wife, do you understand the crimes that you stand accused of today?
Yeah, so we're here for necrophilia. What's going on?
No, not speeding necrophilia. That was a different guy.
Oh.
That you were playing
What did
music.
I do?
You were playing music on the bus.
That's my job, sir.
What do you mean that's your job?
I'm a radio DJ, fool. But yes, I did play music on the bus without my headphones on. I'm just trying to share the tunes for everybody to, get vibing, feeling good out there in the world. It's a hard world out there right now.
Well, I can't disagree with you there. What was that? Oh, that's like a soundboard?
Yeah, it's not plugged in, so I have to do my own sound effects.
So you're pressing the button still. Why even press the button if you're just going to do the voice with, like, the thing with your voice?
I like that one a lot.
What do you mean you like that one a lot? These are all just you making noise with your mouth.
Well, normally it would be like a computer doing it.
Right. Okay, well, listen. I can understand that as a DJ, you have a desire to do your job and play music, but you have to wait until you get to work, to the radio station, where you can broadcast music to willing listeners.
I'm gonna be sloppy, though.
What do you mean you're gonna be sloppy?
If I don't warm up on my way to work, I'm gonna be all sloppy.
You're saying that you're playing music on the bus for everybody to practice for your job later in the day when you finish your commute?
That's right. I talk to the public, I play music for them, and I just kind of test the waters and get myself in the DJing mood so that when I'm in the booth, I'm at tip-top shape. I'm rock hard, I'm ready to go, running at 5.0, incline at a 10.0, sprinting uphill.
There's a lot to that analogy. You said you're rock hard?
Yes.
Is that like, that's a euphemism, right, for being prepared? A little bit, or is that the size?
That's me.
That's you? I'm sorry to hear that.
Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Thank you.
All right, well, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the crime. And although you are using it for what seems like fairly innocent purposes, it is a crime. Haven't you thought about the people who are on that bus who might not have wanted to listen to somebody else's music?
Yeah, I think that they're squares and they should get off the bus and walk like a bunch of nerds. The bus is like a communal space. It's good. Music should be playing. Someone should be grilling barbecue on the bus. I think that's a whole... Oh, shit. Hello.
Oh shit, hello, and welcome! Welcome to the Raiders, Party of 35 from Hold Space for My Tribe. Welcome, you're just in time. We are in court, and we've got a defendant over here, Mr. DJ Snack the Wife.
DJ Smack the Wife on the ones and twos of 98.9.
Okay, and I just want to be clear, you're not allowed to broadcast during a live trial, all right? That would be... I'm not sure what rule that breaks, but you certainly aren't allowed to do it.
I think it's called pirate radio.
Okay, you can't do pirating in court.
Can't I?
No.
I mean, I literally can.
I mean,
and I am.
You're not allowed to. Anyway, folks, as I was saying, we've got a defendant here, Mr. DJ Snack the Knife, who stands accused of playing music on the bus. And someone, I think, actually just played a sound alert to show some visual evidence here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
All right.
And Mr. Snack the Wife, can you explain what I'm looking at here?
Yeah, I've been in this business for a while, and I've worked with plenty of celebrities, one being Bart Simpson. And, during the wartime, in the mid-90s?
I think, yeah, probably, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we did a lot of promotions. I worked with Bart Simpson. He's like, hey, don't have a cow, man, and kill Saddam Hussein. That kind of thing. It was a very American effort, and that's just part of my job.
I see. And does this relate to your playing music on the bus?
Yeah, I'm a fucking, American legend. I should be able to do whatever the hell I want.
Okay, I see. So you think that the rules shouldn't apply to you because of your background?
I basically have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay, well, you can just buy those. Anyway, Scott, thank you so much for the subscription. Let us know what you'd like to write in your written testimony. Do we have that ready?
Still the old one.
Okay.
He hasn't
Nope.
given it yet.
Got it. We'll wait for that. Scott, let us know what you'd like to write in the written testimony, and we'll show that on stream when it's ready. In the meantime, let's see if we have any questions from any of our jurors. Jurors in the chat, do you have any questions for Mr. DJ Snack the Wife? Anything you'd like to know that might help us get to the bottom of this case?
This is a good one. I do have a crazy, wacky morning crew.
You do have a crazy, wacky morning crew.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
what are their names?
We got White Michael. And
White Michael?
Yeah, and we have Clarissa.
Who's White Michael?
He's white. He's White Michael.
Okay, I guess that question didn't make a lot of sense. We do have, really quick before you continue, some more visual evidence. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Bring it on.
And what's going on here?
Oh, baby. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed about this one.
You're embarrassed by this?
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Everyone's got their hobbies, and me having a replica of Air Force One and putting it on my treadmill to kind of recreate the sensation of it taking off the ground, and then using miniatures to recreate the plot of Air Force One. Yeah, I do that, and I have fun with it, okay?
I see.
And I put it on YouTube, and I'm not afraid of it.
You put that on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
What kind of viewership are you getting for these videos?
Mostly like 8 and 9-year-olds, unfortunately, but that's just because the miniature community still is blossoming, and there's a lot of room for adults to come on in and have fun with it as well.
The 8 and 9-year-olds where all the money is anyway.
Exactly. They take their parents' credit cards and buy Roblox DLC and all that shit,
Right.
All funnels down to me, DJ Snack the Wife, with my miniature content.
I see, and I'm not sure how that necessarily relates to you.
People are just denigrating my character. That's all.
I see. Okay, so people are trying to embarrass you to make you maybe less of a credible witness for yourself.
Yeah, they're putting a hit out on the old man, and I'm just, I'm out here doing my thing.
Got it. Well, we did have a couple other questions here from some jurors. Could you play one of your famous promos? Maybe that would help some of our viewers get to know, you say that you're this well-known figure who deserves to be able to do what they want on the bus because of your status. Maybe if you played one of your famous promos, that would help give our jurors a better idea of who you are.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, I can kind of recreate one, I suppose.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. You're listening to DJ Snack the Wife. Snack the Wife. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. And you're listening to DJ Snack the Wife with special guest Mitt Romney, the next president of the United States of America.
The next president of the United States? You think Mitt Romney's going to run in 2024?
Oh, if only.
If you're a big Mitt guy?
I've been doing that one every year since 2012, I suppose. Yeah.
Wow, that is commitment.
Great practical effects on the sound.
Thank you. Again, I'm dealing without a computer, really.
So usually all of that is pre-recorded and played through like a synthesizer of some sort?
I play a soundboard like it's a fucking harp, okay? I just sit there and I'm just like, I close my eyes and I'm just kind of pressing all the right buttons at the same time. And you got honk honk, boing, boing, boing on that one over here. And then you got, the car horn and then the lady screaming. And it's just, I got them all memorized. And I'm a fucking wizard with it. But
Well, you certainly do seem like a pro. I've got to give it to you. But obviously someone who was on the bus did not feel that way. What are you doing? Can you not do that?
Got your ass, Your Honor.
He did not get my ass. That's very disrespectful.
Well, I don't know where that noise can come from otherwise.
What do you mean you don't know where it can come from? It's coming from your mouth.
It can come from your butt.
It's not coming from my butt. I can see it coming from your mouth.
Got you again, Your Honor.
Just because you're covering your mouth doesn't mean that it's not coming from there. That time it did. I saw it come from your mouth that time. You didn't even cover it up. Stop. Now you're just mocking me. Anyway, we've got Bob Dylan with Tourette's who's going to be coming to take the witness stand. So if someone can find Bob.
I love that guy.
We also have a written testimony, Your Honor.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Thank you, Bailiff. We do have some more written testimony, which I'm hoping will illuminate some of the facts of this case. Let's take a look.
What are my friends saying about me?
Scott said, defendant should shoot the sheriff. Did shoot the sheriff. So defendant did shoot the sheriff and should be in ADX Florence. Okay, I'm not sure what ADX Florence is. Do you know? Does that mean anything to you?
I'll Google it,
I believe it's a prison, Your Honor.
You think? Oh, okay. It's like a max security prison.
I'm doing my, what do you call it? When you
Supermax.
Reading comprehension skills, and I'm assuming that it is a prison.
It's a
Got
prison in
it.
Colorado, Your Honor.
Okay.
There you
Well,
go.
unfortunately, shooting the sheriff is not actually a crime in this jurisdiction. It's actually fully legal to shoot cops in this jurisdiction. However, it is still against the law to play music on buses, which is what you're on trial today for, sir.
What the? This is messed up.
Now, we do have some more visual testimony visual evidence. Are we prepared to show that? All right, we're going to wait for 1 second to get that prepared on our television screen, and then we're going to get Bob Dylan with Tourette's in here to testify as a witness. But I did have a question for you while we wait for that, Mr. Snack the Wife.
I'll be open and honest about it. I didn't shoot the sheriff. I did scoop the sheriff, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you mean. What does that mean? Oh, okay, you scooped his titty?
His moob.
You titty scooped the sheriff. Stop doing that. Stop farting at me.
Oh, you broke my computer.
I did not touch anything. You broke that.
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right, we've got some more visual evidence. Let's go ahead and take a look. And if you wouldn't mind explaining what we see here.
Yeah, that's how I made all my money.
That's how you made all your money?
Yeah, all this radio stuff is just kind of, for the love of the game and for everything. No. Yeah, I made the junk in the trunk penis holster.
You invented that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's right, yeah.
And what kind of money did you make from something like that?
Millions.
Millions?
Millions.
Wow.
Me and Todd Field, the guy who directed Tar.
Right,
His
yeah.
Eyes Wet Shut. He created Big League Chew when he was like 14, and I created the penis holster when I was 9. So that's just kind of been letting me coast for a long time.
Got it. And that, I guess, that money maybe emboldened you to feel like the rules don't apply to you when riding the bus?
Oh, yeah, I'm invincible, baby.
Okay, so you agree.
Yes.
All right, well, I do think that we've got Mr. Dylan, and do we have his name tag ready to go as well? Excellent. We've got Mr. Bob Dylan with Tourette's on the witness stand, who I'm sure is going to give us some valuable testimony that's going to help us figure out whether or not you're guilty or not. So let's go ahead and check in with Mr. Dylan, and let's make sure the mic is up on him.
What's up, man?
Hello! Mr. Dylan, hi. Thank you for joining us. I was wondering if
Wolves
you could...
dancing on a razor blade.
God,
Right, yes, I understand, Mr. Dillon, that you've got Tourette's, and so some of the things you say might not actually be relevant.
Cows on a wide open plain.
Got
I can't
it.
tell if this is the Tourette's or if this is just his lyrics.
This is the Tourette's.
Okay, well,
Was
at
that
least
the
he
Tourette's
can
or
tell
was
us
there
that.
other
Now,
stuff?
listen, there's nothing particularly funny about a neurological disorder, and so I want to just actually, try to get some straight
Green
facts.
Grove running sideways.
Okay, that feels like it's lyrics.
All my lyrics are the manifestations of my Tourette's.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's a great way to sort of use what would ordinarily be, a handicap and turn it into something beautiful.
Our limitations are a gift. President Kennedy, where'd you go?
Okay, well, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get a lot of information out of you, Mr. Dillon, but I'm wondering if you know our defendant, if maybe our defendant, Mr. Snack the Wife. Do you have any information, Mr. Dillon, about this bus incident?
I sure do. I listen to the show all the time. I love his music. I love his repartee, his little tete-a-tete with his co-hosts.
I see.
Handguns in the arms of children.
Oh, no. No handguns in the arms of children.
Handguns in the arms of little baby boys. Little
Okay.
baby boys, handguns.
Thank you,
Off they
Mr.
go. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah, that one's
Thank you,
real.
Mr. Dillon. Now, I
Are we good?
almost. I just was wondering if you were on the bus when this alleged crime took place. Were you there at the scene of the crime? Did you see anything or hear anything?
I heard some music, but it could have been coming from anywhere. Couldn't tell if it was coming from DJ Snack the Wife.
Well, could you maybe describe what you heard, the type of music?
I heard a little bit of jazz, a little bit of classical, aka rock music.
Okay, great. Well, I think that's good on you, Mr. Dillon. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. And
My mother had a Range Rover on the Eiffel Tower. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you, Mr.
Moby
Dillon.
Dick.
All right, we should get him out of here. We
He's
should
a
probably
legend.
get
He's
him
a legend.
get him some help. He is a legend. All right, well, Mr. Snack the Wife.
I could say what song I was playing on the
Yeah,
radio.
if you wouldn't mind just letting us know.
Bachman Turner Overdrive. You know that song? Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Could you keep going?
Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Bah, bah. Bah, bah. That's my favorite part. I just gotta play that over and over again.
Got it. And when you say you play that, is it similar to how you've been playing all the sound effects here, where you're just actually singing these songs? Little bit.
Just a little bit.
Little bit. Okay.
And also that giving the guns to kids thing.
Yeah, what was that about? I
Yeah,
thought that was just a Tourette's thing.
No, that's a drive we did. Glocks for Goo Goo Gaga.
Glocks for Goo Goo Gaga?
Yes, that's right.
All right, well, we've got some more visual evidence here. We're going to be pulling that up in a second. But I think we've pretty much zeroed in on the root of the issue here, which is that you don't seem to be denying at any moment that you did play music on the bus. Now, we're going to take a look here at one last piece of visual evidence. And what is going on here?
Yeah, it's my wedding.
That's your wedding.
Yeah.
Is that you and your betrothed?
No, that's the priest
That's the priest.
and my best man.
And your best man.
Yeah.
And why are they dressed as aliens? You
Why
don't know?
not? You know,
That wasn't like a choice?
this is my wife's religion, I think, most.
It was your wife's. What is her religion?
I believe she's Roman Catholic.
Okay, but you're Jewish, so you don't know what their whole deal is.
Yeah, it's just gibberish to me.
Okay, so
I got my Torah.
you've got your little Torah.
I got my little Torah, my dreidel.
Got
I'm
it.
good.
Some people are suggesting that it might have been a Scientologist wedding, which to me feels like it would have made more sense. Little bit. All right, well, I feel like we pretty much get your whole deal, Mr. Snack the Wife. It seems like you're content with not denying that you actually played music on the bus. In fact, you seem almost proud and emboldened by the fact that you did that. But of course, it's not up to me to decide whether or not you're guilty. It's a matter for the jury to decide. And so, jurors in the chat, if you're new here, go ahead and vote to decide whether or not Mr. Snack the Wife should be
The
found
only thing
guilty.
we have left to fear is...
And please respect the sanctity of this institution, Mr. Snack the Wife.
Please respect my skills and my hobby and my craft. I did that on the bus. I know what I did, and I'm owning up to it. But you have to understand that it's helpful for me. It puts food on the table. Then I get to... I was trying to do a metaphor because my name's like Snack the Wife and means like eating her out kind of thing.
Okay,
you know?
that's disgusting. I didn't get it until you said that, and frankly, I wish I still didn't get it. And it does look like we're going to get one last witness on the stand, I guess probably for this, even though... Oh, wait. And then another person? Okay, why are people bringing witnesses
What the
right
hell's
now?
happening?
We're voting now.
Your Honor, first they want to hear Grant talk about being in Babylon, I believe.
Okay.
Which...
Yeah, I saw that.
Or Amsterdam, doesn't remember which. And then we also want to see Weichel.
Which is White Michael from my
right.
Zoo crew.
Okay, well, I mean...
Looks like Weichel's first.
All right, let's get Weichel on the stand first. I mean, technically, this is over, right? We voted. I mean, we haven't closed the poll yet, but the vote already happened. But we'll get one last bit of witness testimony.
I didn't even say the names of the rest of the people in my morning Zoo crew.
Right. All right, well, we can close out the poll. We know where this is going. But we'll get some testimony
Those
from
are real
Weichel.
There's White Michael, there's Karate Dwayne, and there's Clarissa the Bitch.
Clarissa the Bitch?
Yeah.
That seems like a very rude name to call somebody.
Well, she's a dog.
Oh, it's a female dog?
Yeah.
And they're part of your radio show?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's woof. You know, like we do our woofs live in the studio.
Got it. Okay, well, I think we've got Weichel at the stand. Are we ready to cut to Weichel?
Yes, indeed.
All right. Mr. Weichel.
What's up, Your Honor? It's Weichel. I'm White Michael.
Yes. Okay, well, Weichel, I'm not actually sure why you've been called to the stand because we actually already decided that your friend here, your coworker, is guilty of playing music on the bus. But do you have any testimony you'd like to add to the record?
Just that he did it and it's cool. And I don't see why you guys make such a big deal about it. We're the Zoo crew. We do a lot of fun stuff. I will find poor people and pay them to be humiliated in the room with us. People really on the brink of desperation, I will offer them $50 and then I will slap them around and they just hear the audio of that.
Yep.
That's what your audience is into? You just pay poor people to come in and be humiliated on the radio?
Yeah, man. We had to compete with it was a different time, the 90s. Things work different. So, DJ's playing the music and I'm like, I gotta do something entertaining. So I'll find someone whose family was just in some kind of tragedy or just got some kind of illness and they're recovering, and I will just slap them around pretty much, and they're just hearing the audio of that.
Make them ride a Sibian sometimes.
Yeah. Be like, you want this $50? And then it's just a wad of nickels, and I just whip it at their face. And I'm going, you guys can't see it, but he's crying. He's in a lot of pain.
Got it.
I
Well,
just want to say, White Michael, what you did when you first sat in, I think got cut off by the camera. So can you go ahead and just do that one more time? Yep. Oh, yep. You can bring that down. There
You want me to bring it down?
no, let's not do that.
No.
Let's not break the illusion.
We're moving it on.
Well, my hand disappears. That doesn't do it.
Yeah, that doesn't help us.
Not the verisimilitude, Judge.
No,
Not the
we're in a real
verisimilitude.
courthouse. We're in a real courthouse. There's no microphones. Shut up. All right.
Anyway, Judge, you need anything else from me? Or?
No, we honestly, we didn't need you in the first
All right,
place.
I'm going to go kick a kid.
Okay. All right. And I think we're all good on you as well, Mr. Snack the Wife. Thank you, Super Paul Games. Welcome. You're just in time. Actually, you're a little bit late, but that's fine. My name, of course, is Judge Learned Hand, and welcome to the Everything Now Superior Court, where justice rules. Tonight, we are hearing cases from a variety of different criminals who are accused of alleged crimes that are decided by you, our jurors in the chat. We just had Mr. DJ Snack the Wife, who stood accused of playing music on the bus, and you, the jurors, voted and decided that he was guilty. We had some evidence, and if you're new here, you can submit evidence. We'll show it on the TV. This was the last bit of evidence that we showed. This was, I guess, Mr. Snack the Wife's wedding. But you can submit visual evidence like that by joining our Discord. If you haven't already, join our Discord. I think there's probably a link to it in the panels down below, and someone will put it in the chat. Join the Discord, head to the submissions channel, and submit images. We might use yours as evidence in one of tonight's trials. We also called a few witnesses in that last case, and you can do that too by paying $5. In fact, someone paid $5 to have cast member of the Everything Now show, Grant, come on and talk about something. I forget what, but we're going to hear what that is right now. Are we ready to show Grant?
Yep.
Really bizarre choice, I gotta say. I don't know why this was the choice. By the way, you said the last guy was guilty?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well,
I don't actually remember how
He spent the whole time talking about how he did do it.
Yeah, he like admitted it almost immediately.
Well, the whole bus was playing music. I was on the bus.
You were on the bus?
Yeah, there were like 6 or 7. I was the one who. I'm the prosecution.
You're the prosecution?
I was one of the claimants. And believe it or not, I think you may have a couple more cases like this at some point later in the day, because there are a number of people who were on that bus playing music. Okay, it was a cacophony in there.
Hey, we want to hear about Amsterdam, pal.
Yeah, I think you were called here to talk about something completely unrelated to the case.
Well, that's a shame, because why would that be a thing that people would want?
I don't know. It's
yeah.
not my decision.
Yeah, I did background work for 2 days on Babylon, and this does not leave the room. Right? No, everybody, can we all agree?
It's
everybody
just between us and the live stream.
Can everybody in the chat kind of give me some indication that this is going to stay between us?
All right, everybody in the jurors box in the chat, please type "I promise not to tell" or something similar to that.
Pinky swear.
Please pinky swear.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Grant.
I have it on good authority that Damien Chazelle hated his lead actor with a passion, and was really... Or at least the day that I saw them working, because saying something akin to, he's just fucking awful. It's not a thing to say. Anyway, that didn't, I'm making that up. That never happened.
That never happened. Hot gossip from the industry, from showbiz. That's showbiz, baby. Anyway, like I was saying, you can call a witness to the stand for $5, and it can be anybody. It doesn't have to be a cast member breaking the fourth wall. It can be someone playing a character who knows something about the trial.
It can also be that, though.
It
Chris
could be
knows about directors who hate actors, if you want those stories.
It could be anything you want. Just donate $5, tell us who you want to sit on the witness stand, and we'll talk to them. Of course, you can also submit written testimony. Mr. Scott with Too Many T's submitted some earlier. If you subscribe to the show, you can write something out and we'll show it on the screen just like that. And that's basically how it works. But the important thing that we need to do next is figure out what this next crime is. So go ahead and start suggesting crimes. The last one, like I said, was playing music on the bus. And now we need a new one to figure out what this next defendant stands accused of. Snail fighting. Broke the illusion. I really love DJ Snack the Wife's late contender for Best ENS Character 2022. Wow, feedback. Okay.
Let's go.
Interesting. Being a dentist with a cold. Sock puppet massacre. Commuting to work. Okay, that's pretty similar to the last one. Cowman. Cowman? Being the one dentist who doesn't recommend Colgate. Wiping back to front. That is pretty bad. Not refilling the Brita. Letting it ride. Cowman is being suggested again. Fraudulent flatulence. That's hard to say fast. Inciting a flash dance mob. That's a pretty fun one. Yes, obviously, we all hate flash dance or flash mobs. It was a big craze, and I want to say like the early 2000s, and even then, I think most of us were probably pretty annoyed by it.
Early 2010s, Your Honor.
Early 2010s?
Yeah.
You don't think there was a flash mob in like 2005?
I mean, there
Not
was,
really,
but it was in the
Your Honor.
early 2010s when
Okay.
there was a whole thing of viral videos of people just suddenly appearing out of the woodwork of malls
Right.
and doing a coordinated dance.
It was like that improv everywhere thing.
Yeah,
and-
acapella was big at the time, too,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Wow, another raid! My goodness, what is happening tonight? Welcome, Sincerely Lynn. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome back, Sincerely Lynn. It's been a minute. Welcome, and welcome to your raiders. To everybody who just joined us, this is the Everything Now Show Court of Law, where justice rules. You our jurors in the chat help us decide who is guilty and who is not guilty, and also what the crimes are. Of course, you can also submit evidence by joining our Discord. We'll show it on the TV. Here's what that looks like. Somebody submitted this image in our Discord. It really helped us figure out who was guilty in that last trial. So join our Discord right now and submit some images. We might use yours on the show tonight. You can call witnesses, you can submit written testimony, and I've said this like 5 times now, so I feel like we got to get to this next defendant who, right before all of you raiders arrived, we decided that this next criminal is being accused of, what did we decide?
Flash mob.
Flash mob, right, flash mob, yes. Instigating a flash mob, which is, of course, illegal in this jurisdiction. So let's go ahead and bring out our next defendant. Defendant, please state your name for the record.
My name's West. East and West.
East and West.
Easton.
East and West.
East and West.
Did you? Okay, please don't do that.
Sorry.
Oh, definitely don't do that.
I got nothing else left, Judge.
All right. Ugh. Oh my God. Okay. Mr. West, do you understand what you stand accused of today?
I do not.
Okay. Well, you stand accused of instigating or starting a flash mob.
Right. And what is the problem?
Well, that's actually illegal in this jurisdiction. You're not allowed to do that after a woman had a heart attack when she saw somebody doing the YMCA in a mall a few years ago.
And that's my problem, how?
Well, because it's illegal.
Right, but I didn't vote on it.
Right, well, just because you didn't vote on a law doesn't mean you don't have to abide by it.
All right.
Okay, so did you want to maybe defend, like, do you want to say, like, I didn't do it, or
I didn't do it.
Okay, all right, well, it seems kind of like you did do it.
I never said that. I just said, what's wrong with what you said I did?
That's a good point. All right, fair enough, Mr. West. Well,
And I know the law, too.
Can you show that again?
Nope.
It seemed like you just flashed a police badge. Yep, that one right there. Is that real?
This here says I know the law. I know my rights.
Okay, well, because a minute ago it seemed like you thought that just because you didn't vote on a law meant you didn't have to abide by it.
It's called shock and awe, Judge. I'm keeping you on your toes.
Okay, well, I certainly feel like I'm on my toes, Mr. West. Now, just to give you some background, the alleged flash mob took place in the town center. And apparently there was loud music, people were dancing, it was a frightening scene. It happened 3 days ago. Now, can you account for your whereabouts 3 days ago?
Yeah, I was handling my cattle. I'm a cattle hand.
Okay, why do you keep flashing that police badge? That's not like a cattle handler badge.
You don't know that?
I guess that's true. Is it a cattle handler badge?
Pass.
Okay, you can say you're pleading the fifth if you would like not to answer the question.
I would like to plead the fifth and not answer the question.
All right, fair enough. Now, you say you were handling cattle 3 days ago. Where is your cattle ranch in relation to the town square?
Outside. It's on the outskirts. It's over in the cattle district.
Yes, of course. I don't know why I thought... Well, of course, it's in the cattle district. All right, that's pretty far away.
Yeah.
Yes, in Cattle County.
Yeah, we just got ourselves a cava.
A cava?
Yeah, it's like a Chipotle for them faraway foods.
Mediterranean, Your Honor.
They do a good hummus, Your Honor.
They do a good hummus, I'm being
Damn
told.
good hummus, Your Honor.
It's like, it's a restaurant or it's like delivery?
It's like Chipotle.
It's like a good, healthy lunch spot for if you're at work.
It's like Chipotle for Mediterranean food. Do you build your own? Do you like build your own thing, like falafel or something?
Not since 2020. Now they have to do all the handling of the food.
Got it. I see. Well,
If you're in production, Your Honor,
Yeah.
well, you can get about 40 lunches very easily sent to get a couple PAs to go pick it up and bring it over to the office.
It's quite reliable, sir.
Got it. All right. Well, I'll never be in production because I am a judge, but that's good to know. Now, I do know we have some visual evidence here, Mr. West, that I'd like you to take a look at and explain.
That's
Now-
not me.
Okay. Okay, I didn't say it was you.
Good.
But this evidence was submitted in relation to this case. Do you know who that is?
I see a lot of folks, Your Honor.
Okay, well, this was a pretty... Let's take another look here. This is a pretty distinct-looking individual. They have tentacles coming out of their face. They're green.
He looks very sickly, sir. He needs help. Maybe we should call an adjournment and go help him out right now.
No, that's not like a...
Good word.
Please don't clap for the defendant's vocabulary. Okay, that's fine, but you don't have to clap for him.
Better word than you've used all night.
Okay, well, I'm not like going for the best word. I'm just trying to,
You
serve
should.
justice.
You should, Your Honor. When you go for the best word, sometimes you hit it.
All right, well,
This judge is an idiot!
stop flashing that badge. What is that? All right, we've got some more visual evidence. We're going to be pulling that up in a moment here. But Mr. West, now you said that man looks sickly. Do you have any idea why he might be feeling sick?
Well, maybe he ain't been going to that Cava place. Maybe he's been going to that Chipotle downtown.
Not as good.
Not as good.
Not
Got
as
E.
right.
coli.
Boo hiss.
Now,
Boo hiss.
it's interesting that you would mention that the Chipotle had E. coli because the flash mob, coincidentally, that took place in the town square started right in front of the Chipotle. In fact, perhaps blocking the entrance.
Coincidentally is the biggest word you got, Your Honor?
I'm not going for big words. I'm just using words that make sense. I could say serendipitously. It would mean the same thing.
That would be damn good.
It's just a fancier word.
Be
It
a lot
means the same
cooler if you
thing.
did, Judge.
Okay, serendipitously, the flash mob took place right in front of the Chipotle, blocking the Chipotle and blocking anybody from going in there. Now, is that you? Now, you just said those people gave E. coli. Could that perhaps be a motive?
I don't like your tone very much, sir.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this case, Mr. West.
This case is none of your business.
This case is literally my business. My job is to figure out what's going on in these cases. This is my. All right, we've got some evidence. Let's take a look. Now, please explain what's
See, now
happening
that
here.
is me.
That's you?
That's me. When I was just a pup.
That's you when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was a pup.
Now let's take a look at
I
that
was
again.
born a poor cheeseburger with a cigarette in his mouth. And it's been harder every day since.
All right, I actually am seeing the resemblance. Okay, so that is you when you were younger. And are you insinuating that during the flash mob you were a burger and therefore unable to actually participate or instigate a flash mob?
I just thought that was a good picture, Your Honor.
Okay, you just
What?
wanted to show everybody how handsome you were as a child?
Yeah, you gotta be likable to the jury if they're gonna vote for you.
I see. Well, typically you're not actually supposed to. Well, all right. Listen. Let's get some questions here from some of our jurors, and we are going to get Ennis Del Mar from Brokeback Mountain.
Lovely place.
You're familiar with Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah,
You visited before? Mm-hmm. What did you like about it?
the sex.
The sex?
Yeah,
I see. All
I had
right.
sex over there. I don't know. I don't remember much about my visit other than I had some sex. And anytime you get to have sex, that's a good trip to me. You know what I'm saying, Your Honor?
I actually do know exactly what you're saying. Now, we do have a question here from one of our jurors who's asking, what's your go-to kava order?
I like to get big old side of hummus. Then I say, get them there right now in bowls and surprise me. Because you can't go wrong in kava, I tell you what.
You're allowed to do that? You're allowed to just say, surprise me?
You sure are.
Wow.
Try it, Judge. You might like what you find.
All right, well, I'm going to have to try this place. I hadn't even heard about it until today. And thank you so much, Kevin, for your subscription. Let us know if you want to submit some written testimony. We'll show it on stream. Hopefully it's something that can help us figure out what the hell is going on in this case.
It's not, Your Honor, but
Okay.
it's just about ready.
Great. All right, we'll show that in just a minute. We do have another question here from one of our jurors for you, Mr. West. They want to know, if you did start a flash mob, what song would you use?
I don't know nothing about starting no flash mobs, but if I did, probably have to be something like that hokey pokey. Am I right? Put your left foot in.
Okay.
Put that left foot in.
Don't clap for that. That is a crime. That is a crime. You're not allowed.
Not in cattle country.
Okay, well, someone is objecting, rightfully so. Warm Winter objects because it is a crime in all jurisdiction in the Everything Now jurisdiction to do a flash mob, even if it is the hokey pokey. Now, I think we have. What's that?
Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, well, you're allowed to say that.
That's a good word.
You don't. Is that one word? Seems
it's a
like
few words.
Seems like maybe a hyphenated word.
It's a compound word.
Seems like a compound word. All
I
right.
heard a compound word out of you, Your Honor.
All right, well, just you wait. I've got some evidence that we need to show here first, though, so let's have a look at this written testimony from Mr. Kevin, who says, "Excuse me, Your Honor, I must interject to notify of my 7-month sub time, if it pleases the court." It does please the court, Kev.
Thanks, Kevin.
And just so you know, anytime you give us money, it pleases the court. I see that we also had another subscription for Mr. or Mrs. or non-binary person, Void Walker. Void Walker, let us know what testimony you'd like to submit. We'll show it on screen. I think we also have a bit more visual evidence here that we'd like to show.
We got a lot of stuff going on, Your Honor.
Are we ready to show the visual evidence?
We were ready to show that, and then we got the testimony ready right after.
Excellent. Let's take a look at this. And
Where'd
Mr.
you
West?
get all that?
Okay. Is that your information, Mr. West?
Not anymore. That's outdated. I don't like what I'm seeing here, Judge.
That's all your. Wait, hold on. Let's look at it again. This is your social security number, your credit card, your birth certificate, your home address, and maybe your login information. Sorry about that. We can turn that off.
Yeah, you're just showing my data to everybody out here. That's not who I am anymore, Judge. I'm a good man.
Wait, where'd you get that knife?
Be careful.
What is that? Is
Well,
that a katana?
I'm a cattle hand.
Holy shit, is that real?
No.
Oh my god, you just throw it at me?
My toe.
Oh
Let that
my
be
God.
a lesson.
Bailiff
And do not pick it up from the blade.
So happy.
seems very
I
real.
got a weapons specialist in, Your Honor.
Okay, get
I'm
this
a weapons
poll off the
specialist.
screen. Do not vote. Jurors, do not vote in this. This is irrelevant to the case. Now, what is relevant, hopefully, to the case is the testimony that was submitted a minute ago by one of our subscribers. Let's have a look at that. Void Walker says, "It's what it's all about her." It's what it's all about.
It's what's all about.
I see. And that means something to you, Mr. West?
That's my credo. It's my family crest.
That's on your family crest.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It means, it means no worries. For all the time till the end of it.
I thought that was Hakuna Matata.
I don't know much about that, sir. I've never left this country, this great country.
It's from The Lion King, the Disney movie.
I'm a cattle man.
Cowboy just sitting ready to go for a long time.
Right, I forgot about that. Yes, we have the gay cowboy from the movie. Brokeback Mountain. All right, what was his name? Enos or something?
I wrote it down.
Probably.
All right, Enos rhymes with penis. That's pretty fun. All right, Mr. Witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
God damn.
My turn to talk.
It's your turn to talk, Mr. Delmar.
It's me. It's Anus Delmar. And
You say anus, Delmar?
Your Honor, it's Enos.
Enos.
Very
Enos.
funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. All right, listen, Mr. Delmar, are you familiar with the defendant, Mr. Easton West?
Yes, sir. I'm familiar with this here cowpoke.
Okay, and are you aware of any flash mobs that he might have instigated?
He has flashed his penis at me before.
Okay, that is not what we're talking about. We're not talking about exposing oneself. It's actually legal in this jurisdiction to flash your penis to somebody as long
One
as
at a
it's in
time,
like
Judge.
a
One
funny,
at a time.
as long as it's in like a funny ha-ha way and not like a sexual predator way. You're actually allowed to do that here. No, we're talking about flash mobs, specifically one that happened in the town center about 3 days ago. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Enos?
Well,
Okay, why does everyone have giant knives?
the funny thing is that while we have wiggled our jimmies together, on them they're mountains, while we herding sheep, and poking each other in the butt. We have also we've done our fair share of dances, so it wouldn't surprise me, unfortunately, if this feller here did some sort of flashing mob or something like that.
All right, can we get the bailiff to get rid of the weapons or like screen people before they come in here with weapons? It's
Your
really
Honor, my mom just found my Instagram. She's liking all my photos.
okay. Well, could you?
She's liking them all at once.
All right.
She's commented on each photo. I have about 48 posts on here. My mom's going through and, as we speak, liking and commenting on every single one.
All right, that actually is a pressing matter. I'll let you attend to that. But when that's finished, please try to get all the weapons out of here.
We let you keep your gavel.
Yeah. What do you mean you let me keep my gavel?
Well, that's a weapon.
It's not a weapon. It's a sound-making
It's
device.
basically a ball-peen hammer, Your Honor.
Okay, listen. Enos, is there anything else you'd like to share with us about the defendant before we let you go?
Yeah, I've had sex with him when he was a hamburger. Okay.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Mr. Del Mar. All right, well, that was some illuminating testimony. Actually, it did seem like Enos thought that it wouldn't be beyond the realm of reason for you, Mr. West, to instigate a flash mob. What say you?
Instigate. That's a big word, Your Honor.
Way to go, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good for you, sir.
Thank you. And I'm not even trying.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What, you guys don't believe me?
No.
That's not what we're here to discuss, Judge.
Instigate, initiate, incite, begin.
Nice.
I'm
Let
a
the
whole,
drummer
I'm
kick.
a fucking thesaurus.
Begin is your big word.
It's
Your
not.
Honor.
It's not begin. I'm just going off the dome here.
Dome. That sounds like some Enos is
The
real good at.
cranium. I'm going off of my cranium. How's that?
Oh, okay.
All right. This is not a competition, Mr. West. This is a trial, and you stand accused of a very serious crime. Now, do you have any other information that you'd like to share before I open it up to our jurors to ask some questions?
All I'd have to say, Judge, is what is the harm of dancing? What is the harm of giving people a reason to dance?
I told you a few months ago, a woman died of a heart attack when people started doing the YMCA really fast in the mall.
Yeah, but that was like before.
Right, yeah, that's the whole how we do this. It's precedent, you know? It's like if it happened before, we want to keep it from happening again.
Look, I'm happy to just go on back to cattle country and do my cattle handing thing.
Okay, stop flashing that. You're going to confuse jurors.
Why? Are you saying jurors are dumb, Judge?
No, I'm just saying that. No, I'm not saying that.
you.
I'm just
Wow.
saying that it's unclear
Would
what
you
that
say
means.
that on the Bible?
You brought your own Bible?
I sure did, and I always do, because this is the good book.
I see. Well, all right. Let's go ahead and take a few questions from our jurors really fast. Something that can help us decide whether or not this person is guilty, and then we'll go ahead and put it to a vote. Judge, how dare you? That is, I'm assuming, a rhetorical question, and it's directed towards me, so I'm going to ignore it. I'm not guilty. I can't be guilty. Here's a question. What's your favorite hummus?
Chickpea.
What are you eating? Are you eating
Great
something?
choice.
Cud.
You're chewing your cud?
I'm chewing my cud. I'm a cattleman.
I see. All right. Now, Mr. Easton, can you do the Dougie?
You'd have to show me, Judge. We could probably do it together.
We could try to do it together. I actually don't remember how to do the Dougie. I wish someone could teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Why'd you say it like
What the hell was that?
Because it's from the song. You guys don't know? Or do you remember? It was
Song?
it's like 2011, I want to say. It was, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
You
All my
remember that,
homies
but
love
not
me.
the
All
big
my
words, huh?
homies love me, or something like that. I don't remember the dance.
Big words.
All right, can we please stop asking questions related to hummus and maybe something related to the case? Here's a question. Is he trained in jazz, tap, or ballet? Are you classically trained in any dances? Whoa, okay.
All right.
What's that? That almost
No.
looks like a Charleston. Okay, no. That was just a freestyle.
That was all off the foot, Judge.
Ah. All right.
You can't see, but I'm busting a move.
I can kind of see. I guess the footwork is mostly blocked by the podium.
Yeah.
All right, well, I feel like we've pretty much got and someone's asking what your sexuality is. You don't have to answer that if it makes you uncomfortable.
What are you on about?
That's just one of our jurors was wondering that, and frankly, I'm not sure what information is to be gained from that either. But if you want to
I got my
volunteer-
sexuality for you right here.
Okay, all right.
How about that, huh? I'll castrate you.
Okay, all right. Like I said, don't have to answer that. Not relevant to the case. I feel comfortable just leaving that as a nice big blank, a little NA for that one.
So agree to disagree, Judge. Mistrial.
No, not. It's not a mistrial. We're ready to vote.
Word.
That's not a big word.
It's a great word, Your Honor. Didn't say big.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
it's
not all good things are big, Judge.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
All right. I think we're ready for the poll. Let's go ahead and get a poll up for whether or not Mr. Easton West is guilty. Again, the charge is instigating or initiating a flash mob in the town square. Mr. Easton West, if you have any final comments while the poll is running, you're welcome to make them now.
Did you say flash mob?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, okay. Well, then you admitted it.
Well, no, it's up to the people, though.
Yes, but surely these people will vote to confirm your guilt now that you've admitted to the crime.
I wouldn't be so sure. I have faith.
I guess a lot of people had already voted before you
Sorry,
committed,
Your Honor.
or before you admitted the crime.
Admitted.
Okay, I misspoke.
Too big
Yeah.
of a word, Your Honor?
No, it's not too big of a word. They just sound similar. I just
Overwhelmed
misspoke. What, you've never misspoke before?
Nope, not personally.
Okay, I find that hard to believe.
Well,
All right, close it up.
call it, Judge.
God damn it. He admit the crime.
After the time to vote had begun.
All right. I guess, Mr. West, you are free to leave. Do you have any closing remarks you'd like to say now that you understand you are a free man?
I just say if you go to Kava, give him my name, you get a 5% discount. And
What, your name is like a promo code?
yeah, promo code East and West
Okay.
down at Kava. But you got to do it in person.
All right, please don't plug things in my court.
Is that supposed to be a thing because I'm a gay cowboy? It's cool now, you know.
No, I don't mean plug like something up your ass. I mean like a commercial for a product.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Okay. All right, Mr. East and West, you're free to go. Thank you. And thank you, jurors. As much as I personally disagree with your decision, of course, I respect any decision that has come to through the democratic process. And that's what we did here tonight. So, Mr. East and West, by your decision in the poll, is a free man, whether or not he actually did instigate the flash mob. That's how it works around here. And if you're new here or you're just joining us at the end of that trial, my name is the Honorable Judge Learned Hand, and this is Everything Now Court, where defendants come and they stand accused of crimes that you choose, and whether or not they're guilty is up to you. We just voted, or I didn't vote, but you just voted and decided that Mr. East and West was innocent. In fact, I think the last person before them was guilty, right? It was DJ Snack the Knife. We found him guilty.
Snack the wife.
Snack the wife. Sorry,
Forgot to punish him.
we did forget to punish him. That's not good. We should probably get him back here to do that at some point.
Should we try to take that last guy's katana on the way out?
Unfortunately, he's innocent, so we're not actually allowed to do anything with
Oh
him.
man, I
He-
wanted that katana.
Sorry. I mean, you could try to steal it from him, but then you might end up back here. Anyway,
Yes,
folks.
I know that you wanted me to take it.
All right, bailiff. Quiet down. I have to explain what's happening really quick. If you're new here, you can submit evidence. We might show it on the TV. It looks like this. Last time we pretty much doxed that guy. You can submit visual evidence by joining our Discord. If you haven't already, join the Everything Now Show Discord and go to the submissions channel and you can submit images. We might use them for tonight's show. You can also call a witness to the witness stand by donating $5. We've had a variety of witnesses already tonight, some of them more relevant to the case than others. You can submit written testimony by subscribing to the show. The last subscriber said, "It's what it's all about her." So that was very helpful. But if you want to submit written testimony that's maybe related to the crime, you're welcome to do that too. Just subscribe, let us know what you want to write, and we'll show it on stream. Now we've got our next defendant coming to the podium, and we need to figure out what they stand accused of. So if you wouldn't mind, jurors in the chat, go ahead and start listing some crimes in our jurisdiction, and we'll figure out what this defendant is accused of. Coming to the podium, spelled like with jizz. Clapping longer than a minute at a movie. That is fucked up, and I do hate when people do that. Honestly, clapping at all in a movie should be a crime.
What if the movie was really good, though?
Then maybe whisper quietly to your friend and say, that was really good, I enjoyed that.
What if it's a premiere, Judge, and you want the director to know he did a good job?
What if it's at Cannes, where they normally do 8 to 10 minute long standing ovations at premieres?
In all those examples, even though it is more commonplace, I still think it sucks and is unnecessary. Perpendicular parking. Sucking eggs, fraudulent vocabulary, clapping when the plane lands. I think we did that once. Clapping really in any social setting other than like a celebration, which I guess you could argue these things are celebrations. Look, we can't get into it.
It's like we got a European judge.
Shepherd's gut. I don't know what that means. Farting and walking away. People keep saying cowman. We're not going to do cowman. I'm not doing cowman. Being French. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I think that is actually a crime in this jurisdiction. We're going to take...
Gotta do the voice.
We're going to take...
Not necessarily.
We're going to take being French. And let's go ahead and check in with our witness. Witness, please state your name for the record.
Hey, Your Honor. My name's James Lassay. It was going to be different, but I'm French.
Okay, well, I guess open and shut case. You literally just said you're French.
I mean, allegedly.
Are you French?
Who's to... No.
Who's to say? You're to say. You just said it.
Who's to know?
No. Your Honor, that's crazy. I'm actually an American political pundit.
Okay.
I have a podcast.
I see. What's your podcast?
It's a politics podcast. It's called Pod Free or Cry, and it's basically
Pod Free or Cry.
Yes, it's where we talk about politics, and then if they're either good or they make us upset.
I see. Okay. Well, obviously you understand the crime that you're accused of today, yes?
Being of French origin,
Right.
which is punishable by what?
Well, we'll have to figure that out. It depends on how French you are.
Okay.
But if you're really, really French, we'll kill your ass.
Okay.
If you're only like a little bit French, maybe it's just jail time. Like if you're like French Canadian, we count that, but it's like not as bad.
Okay.
Like if you're just into like people under 17, you know, you're like half French.
Thank you, bailiff. Yes.
It'll be okay.
Thanks, bailiff. All right, now, is there a particular way you'd like me to address you, Mister?
James is fine. I'm totally comfortable with James.
All right, James. Let's start off with some questions to help us get a better understanding of what your national origin might be. Do you have a favorite food?
It's so tough to say what a favorite food is. I think in today's climate, we're so quick to discourage and disparage and make people feel like they're not enough. And sometimes when you talk about your favorites, you're in a way kind of bringing other people down. And I don't think that's really right, but kava would probably be what I would say.
Kava?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a coincidence because the last guy we had in here was like doing a promo code for that.
Yeah, that's cool. I might try to get behind that. I would say I get
East
the
and
hummus,
West.
and then I say surprise me.
You say surprise? Why is everyone saying surprise?
You can't
me?
go wrong there, Your Honor. Everything's good.
Yeah, but surely like you're sometimes like in the mood for a certain like flavor or something, no?
When I was podcasting, every day you're ordering in. So I was like, I gotta mix it up. I gotta keep some variety. I do want the hummus, but after that, we can change it up constantly.
Okay, now here's an interesting, and we are going to get Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek on the witness stand in a moment here, but here's actually a good question from some of our jurors. Could you do a laugh?
I'm sorry?
Could you just do a laugh, like how you would normally laugh? That might help us figure out if you're French.
Ha, ha, ha. That's how I normally laugh.
That's your normal laugh?
That's my normal organic laugh.
That seemed a little bit forced.
It's just a regular old American laugh. Ha! Oh.
Now, why did it change? You said "ho" at the end there.
It's what you when you're laughing hard. Sometimes it's not a consistent.
Okay, inconclusive. I agree. Juror, wicked lazy. Now, here's a question from Juror Naked Comedy. Do you call them French fries, American fries, or pommes frites?
Again, I don't like to be divisive. I don't like to make people feel one thing's better than another.
It's just a personal preference.
I just call them those beautiful potato sticks. And
You call them those beautiful potato sticks?
Yeah, I'll say, can I get a hamburger with those beautiful potato sticks?
And people know what you mean when you say that?
Well, if I'm at a burger place, then yeah, they tend to know.
Do they say like, you mean fries?
And I'll say, if that's what you think, I'm so glad that we could have this dialogue.
Got it. All right, well, so how about that World Cup, huh?
It's crazy. It's fucked up.
What was fucked up about it? It
All
seemed
the
like
slavery,
most people...
all the slavery, and
Oh, yeah, in Qatar.
all the people who died building the stadiums.
But I'm
the
talking
fact
about-
that the stadiums were giant coffins of migrant workers.
Yeah, almost like a monument to slavery.
Yeah, and that we all just ignored that because it was like, well, they're pretty good at this.
Right, but how did you feel about the outcome specifically of the final?
Couldn't really focus on that because, again, I was essentially watching a tomb being filled with a bunch of drunk guys and like weird princes who are rich in ways that doesn't make sense to me.
So you didn't care that one particular team lost in what was maybe one of the most dramatic World Cup finals of all time?
Yeah, no, they won last time. So, I mean, and even then, who cares? Whatever.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
I don't like, Your Honor, I don't like these competitions of one country's better than another. I don't like this kind of stuff. To me, every country has a chance to be right.
This guy sucks.
Okay. It's very, very diplomatic of you, Mr.
Every country has it in their potential. They're not doing it now, but they could be right. They could do it. If they do a certain amount of stuff in a way that we all know but don't need to say, then they can be right. And we can be proud of them. And we would help them if only they were doing the right stuff. Then everyone would help them.
All right, well, this is not a place to stand on a soapbox, Mr. James. You stand accused of a crime here, and I'd like to focus us back in on that by bringing to the witness stand a Mr. Jean-Luc Picard, who I guess is from Star Trek. Now, Mr. Picard, do you have anything you'd like to add to the record?
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me, Space God.
Thank you. Finally,
this
someone
guy's
who's taking
French.
things seriously. Now, Mr. Picard, first of all, are you French?
Yes, indeed, I am canonically French.
Okay, well, you're going to be under arrest for that in a moment, but that's going to have to be another trial. Now,
I'm going to get beamed up by data in about 2 minutes.
Okay,
so
we're going to have to put you on
You'll
some
have
sort
to
of
act
no-fly
quick.
list. All right, Mr. Picard, some say takes one to know one. Now, since you are one, could you maybe speak to whether or not the person standing at the defendant podium is a Frenchman? Take a good look at Mr. James Lassay.
Well, he looks frail, doesn't seem to get much sun. 2 strikes in favor of his being Franco-filed to the core. But here's a fundamental question that will put the thing away, put the issue to rest. If you had the capacity, say by means of some technological advancement, to go wherever you wished, where would you go? And what you could be at any time, you could have any occupation you want. Where would you go?
You know, again, there's so many different places I could be, and there's so many fun things I could do. I guess I would defer and give it to someone who wanted it badly.
That's not part of it. You're not allowed to do
And
that.
I would say that
it's a hypothetical. You have to pick
I would
something.
trade in my 1 so someone could have 2.
That's not part of the.
Because
That's
for
not an
me-
option. You're not allowed to do that.
For me, it's not about going anywhere else. I think right here is perfect as it is. So many people want to say we're having problems, and we are. But you know what? There's solutions, and we can all work together on those.
Perhaps you should consider going and joining our little space crew. It's space communism up there. Your whole raison d'etre would really fit in just perfectly. Slot it right in.
I don't like getting into these extremes and to have these isms, and you know what my ism is? Loveism. That's what mine is. Compassionism.
That sounds pretty
that
fucking
would've been
lame,
better.
if I gotta be honest.
Compassionism would have been better.
Yeah, it's communism. That
Sounds pretty shitty.
on the money at communism. Now, the correct answer, by the way, if he were truly French, was he'd want to be a detective in the 1940s with his good friend Data.
Like
And then he'd go to a
like
French,
Clouseau.
and then he'd go to a French chateau, and have a great time. But his good friend Data wants to be a detective. There's a guy that who's really into detectives who might be into certain bottle episodes of Star Trek. Now that I'm thinking about it,
You're assuming a lot of Star
Whoops.
Trek, it seems like.
We're gonna look at that in a second here. All right, thank you, Mr. Picard. You're free to go. Actually, you're not. Stick around because you are under arrest for being French, but you can
Data.
leave the witness stand.
Data, beam me up.
Nope, don't do that, Data. Fuck.
That's the noise it makes when
Damn
they
it.
get beamed up.
Can we stop that somehow? Fuck.
I'm supposed to stop a tractor beam?
We're gonna have to get that guy. All right, we've got some visual evidence here. Let's take a look at that. It appears to be a Target receipt for, what does that say? Wife.
Your Honor.
Now, did you go to Target and buy a wife, Mr. James?
Your Honor, this is a sensitive subject. So let's not beat around the bush about this.
Yeah, I'll say this is potentially human trafficking.
Your Honor, with a deal like that, who can call it human trafficking? $3.99.
Yeah, no, that makes it worse. You're only paying $4 for a human person?
Well, look, let's just say it's not. You guys have a lot of stuff about monogamy, and where I come from, we're
Wait, what do you mean? Where do you come from?
Well, just my part of town. We're into
So
swinging
who do you
and
mean,
stuff.
you guys? What do you mean by you guys?
Like the judges. You guys you're all monogamous, and it's lame.
And what do you?
Do you have a wife, Your Honor?
Yes, I do have a wife, Mrs. Hand.
Just the one?
Yes.
And do you
one
guys
Mrs.
swing?
Wife. No, we don't swing.
Well, I rest my case, Your Honor.
What case? There is no. You don't have a case. You do have. Actually, you do have a case. Your case is that you stand accused of being French.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying that you're a little bit looser with your lovers, and that strikes me as something, frankly, a bit European.
You know, Your Honor, again, with these labels and with, to me, we're all from one country. We're all from one great big country.
And what country is that?
That's America and its subsidiaries.
It's subsidiaries?
Yeah, and the other ones around. We're all from America. The shining beacon on the hill, America.
All right, well, honestly, I don't feel like a Frenchman would be able to bring themselves to be so complimentary of America. That seems like something that they would have a hard time doing. So, frankly, despite your really frustrating personality, I do think you might actually be innocent. But we have to get some questions here from our jurors in the chat. So, chat, do you guys have any other questions you'd like to ask Mr. Lassay before we bring this to a poll? Go ahead and ask them now. Here's one. How does he say croissant?
That's a fine way to say it.
But how would you say it?
Again, I don't like to tell people how to do anything, Your
I'm
Honor.
not saying you don't have to tell me how to say it. I'm just asking you how you would say it.
I say it that way as well.
You say croissant. Let me hear you say that. You don't have to whisper it. Say it proudly.
Croissant. Croissant. It's a normal way to say it. Anyone can say it in any way they want.
Now, do you have a favorite topping for poutine?
Isn't that Canadian, Your Honor?
I don't know. I'm just asking a question from one of our jurors.
That's some Canadian bullshit, Your Honor. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, interesting.
And I mean, every country's great. No, it's cool. But that's some Quebecois shit, so.
Now, if you're not French, why is your last name French?
Your Honor, everyone in this country is actually occupying stolen land. this is an empire. We've all come here illegally, and we all have no right to any of the land we're on. All of our treaties were bunk, and any court of law, yours for instance, if today they showed up, we're objecting
And someone
to that?
is objecting to that.
Yeah, well, fucking do 10 minutes of research.
I think
because
that's objectionable.
If you were to look at any of the treaties that got this country any of its land, you would
He's deflecting. I agree.
Quickly find that it was all bullshit. They either coerced, or they just like lied on the thing, or they just put an X where and then it's like, oh, they gave it to us. So all of this country is illegal and should not exist. That's just to say, yeah, get it out of your system. Get it. It's tough to face the truth sometimes.
And one of our jurors did make a good point that the way that you say Quebecius is pretty French sounding to me.
How'd you say it?
Quebecius, like how an American would say it. How do you say it?
That's a fine way.
No, it seemed like
way
you thought I was wrong. I'm sorry. How is it actually pronounced?
The way you said it was fine, Your Honor.
Quebecios. Can we get it back on the screen?
A little closer.
Is there a way to show that again? We had it up there just a second ago.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, to me, that says Quebecios. Or Quebecois, actually. Quebecois. Am I saying that correct, Mr. Lassay?
Again, Your Honor, I'm not Canadian, and that's another stolen country, fake country. It shouldn't exist.
But how would you say that word?
I had already said it in a certain way, but how I said it doesn't matter.
I think it matters to some of our jurors, but we'll let that weigh into the poll, which we're about to bring up. Now, Mr. James Lassay, if you have any other parting words as people vote in this poll, you are free to say them now.
Just look, so many people divided. There's so many people with so many things that they feel passionate about. I do live in a real country. Stop talking about how everything I was born in and raised on is stolen and bad and fucked up. Don't tell me about how this entire country is an evil thing. This project and its conception is horrible and should not exist. And in any just world would disappear and be returned to the people who were completely destroyed to give it. But you know what? Let's all try to have, you know what the ism I have is? Compassionism. So let's try to do a little bit more of that. Now, if you were an empire, a kingdom, a consolidation of kingdoms, maybe that's different. But I can't think of a specific country that could fit that. Certainly not.
All right, let's close out that poll. Yeah, you're fucking guilty, dude.
What's up?
You're big time guilty. Majorly guilty. Nearly unanimously guilty.
Merde.
Well, yeah. And the truth comes out. The truth comes out. Mr. James will say you are guilty of being French. What do you have to say for yourself?
Je ne sais quoi.
That's what I fucking thought. Now, jurors, we forgot to do this for the first guy who was found guilty, but you also get to decide what the punishment is when somebody is guilty. So go ahead and start listing out some punishments for our I almost said victim. No, our convict, our soon-to-be convict here.
It's interesting to call me a victim.
Mr. Lassay.
Perhaps telling.
Let us know what the let's see here.
Fire. Your Honor, if I could have 1 second now that the proverbial cat is out of the bag.
Yeah.
You talk like a fucking idiot.
No,
Everything you say is fucking stupid. Not just in your pronunciation, but also in your silly small little words. Say a big word once.
I say big words all the time.
Okay, say a big word.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
You said it wrong.
You said it wrong, and
How do you say it?
You just say the
How do you
biggest
say
word.
it, James Lassay?
How do I say it?
Yeah, you said I said it wrong. You say it.
I just heard the bailiff say that. I don't know how to say it. But that's just you use the big word. You use the one big word in the
Yeah, you
context.
said say a big word. I said a big word.
Nah.
All right, well, we're going to be punishing you by changing your citizenship permanently. Yep. You are now...
Where? Where, mon citizenship?
Spanish.
Yep, you're Spanish
What?
now.
No.
Yep, you have to be Spanish. Get
No,
fucked.
I have to be in the sun and have 2 hours of napping every day.
Get fucked.
nice.
Oh wait, Canadian. Wait, that's good. That's
fuck.
even more embarrassing. You're Canadian now, bitch.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
Hey, say Quebecois again.
Quebecois.
You fucking loser.
Quebecois.
You fucking loser.
That's how you say it
No,
here.
it is not.
You say it like that here.
No, you do
In
not.
the best country, this one. Quebecois. Quebecois.
If I'm going
You're
to be-
Canadian now. Get the fuck out of my court.
Fuck you.
Get out of here. Fuck you. We got him. We got his ass. Great work, jurors. I won't say that I love it when people are guilty, but I fucking love it when people are guilty. Gets me going. And someone is objecting, and I'll object to your objection. Overruled. How about that, explorery? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Welcome, Explorer. That's a newer name. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Welcome, and welcome to everybody. If you're just joining us, or you came in the middle of that last trial, this is the Everything Now court, and an objection again. Okay, someone is pissed. I would be too. If I witnessed somebody getting punished. Actually, I would feel good about it. Listen, we're getting off topic here. This is a court of law. People come in here, they stand accused of crimes chosen by you, and then someone else is, okay, can we kick this guy out of the court? He's objecting to everything I say.
No, Your Honor, we cannot, but we can raise the price of the objection.
Let's go ahead and raise the price of the objection. Now,
He's objecting to objections. It's objecception.
oh my God. Of course, we bring in defendants, you tell us what the crime is, and then you at the end vote to determine whether or not they're guilty or not. Last time you decided that last guy was guilty of being French. You can also help the proceedings along by submitting evidence, and we'll show it on our TV. Like, here's the next one. I spoiled it accidentally. It was going to be John Cena and Roblox. That would have been really funny. Unfortunately, we're not going to use that one, so sorry to whoever submitted it, but you get the idea. If you join the Everything Now Show Discord, you can go to the submissions channel in there, submit an image. We might use it on tonight's show. You can also submit written testimony like, it's what it's all about her, which is what Voidwalker said earlier when they subscribed. If you subscribe, you can write something. We'll show it on the typewriter. Hopefully, it'll help us figure out what the fuck is going on in this case. You can also call a witness by paying $5. We brought Jean-Luc Picard in before he blasted off in outer space to avoid being arrested for being French. I'd love to call some other witnesses tonight, so let us know who you'd like to call by donating $5. I think that pretty much covers all of how this works, so let's go ahead and figure out what this next defendant stands accused of. Go ahead and start listing off some crimes in the chat. Let's see. French kissing the judge. That is a crime, but I don't know if that's the one we're seeing tonight.
I think you'd know if they were guilty or not.
Making Greg Nog. Boofing the last piece of pizza. Wiping front to back. Being socially awkward. Grinching my Christmas. That's pretty good. I like that. Ironic curb stomping. Starting Fish Tycoon. Participate. They twisted my dick. Thank you, first time chatter Jackson Charts, for that suggestion. I don't think we're going to pick it, but I love the enthusiasm. Vehicular manslaughter. That's a real one. Killing me to death. Running up the subway stairs on all fours. That's really scary, and I think we're going to take it. I think Ritz Decat, thank you for that suggestion. The crime is running up the subway stairs on all fours. Truly a frightening thing. We got a lot of public transport related crimes today. So yes, that is very scary. Obviously it's a crime in this jurisdiction, and the person standing at the podium stands accused of that crime. So, Mr. Defendant, please state your name for the record.
Hello, I'm DJ Alan Chapman of Classical KUSC 91.5, broadcast out of the University of Southern California's Annenberg School of Communication.
Wow, a coincidence. We actually had a DJ in here earlier who was accused of a public transit-related crime.
I believe it's radio and podcast day at the local courthouse. I figured I'd traipse on over. I'd be loath to miss an opportunity to share all of what Classical KUSC is doing for the local community.
Okay, well, this is not like a hangout session. You're being accused of a crime. Do you understand that, Mr. Chapman?
Well, I'm having a good time. With you. You seem pleasant.
Okay, well, I guess you're allowed to have a good time, but you need to understand the seriousness of the crimes that you stand accused of. And thank you, Explorer Eye. How do you say your name, Explorer Eye? I'm just going to say Explorer. Thank you, Explorer, for the subscription. Let us know what you'd like to write in the written testimony, and we'll read it on stream. Now, Mr. Chapman, do you understand the crime that you stand accused of today?
Well, I suppose I have one very pertinent question. Am I running up the stairs of a subway as a means of conveyance, like a subway underground, or am I running up the stairs of a local eatery that produces sandwiches on the go?
I don't think I've ever seen a Subway restaurant with stairs.
Now that is exactly why I was so confused.
No, I think this is referring to a subway station, the place where you go to get on a train.
We should double check before we move forward.
Okay,
Let's get the fellow who's accusing me of this crime. Can we get some clarification?
I got to imagine it was a train car.
It's very important that I know which one, because if it's... I need to know.
Subway in the subway. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Now, we actually do have some visual evidence. Hopefully this might clear up some of the confusion here. Let's go ahead and take a look
Let's
at that.
hope so.
Oh, actually, yes. We had this one loaded up already, but I would love for you to explain what's happening here.
Well, I have a young nephew who loves this little video game called Roblox.
Uh-huh.
And he's been showing me how it works. Really, to be quite candid with you, Judge, the numbers that we're doing in the latest fundraising drive for classical KUSC has been rather anemic. Are you familiar with that term, anemic, Judge?
Yes, I am familiar with that
Great
term.
word.
I
What
know
is it?
words.
But what does it mean, Judge?
I guess it just means like weak.
Not quite.
Not
Not
quite,
really,
Your
no.
Honor.
Well, what does it mean? Bailiff, what do you think it means?
Your Honor, it means sickly, as in not getting enough nourishment.
Right, so weak, right?
No.
No.
How would that be?
Weak
How's it
means
different?
Physically not strong. This isn't about strength, Your Honor. This is about health.
If I were trying to convey that you were weak, I would say that you were fickle or perhaps...
Why is the podium moving?
Shut up, it's fine.
Oh, I have mind powers. I'm able to move my podium with my mind. Don't worry about it. Listen, the classical KUSC needs money badly, and so I'm trying to figure out what's popular with the kids, and Roblox is very popular with the children. So I've just started over the course of my programming, I'll be playing Beethoven, and I'll just go, oof, oof.
Like the Roblox injury sound?
Like this, oof.
And that's making money?
No. No.
Okay, all right. So why do you keep doing it?
I gotta try something. I mean, the other day we had a young, beautiful woman, a pornographic actress, ride a Sibian on the program.
Okay, that actually I've heard is a good way to get people to listen to your show, but I strongly
I will say,
recommend against it.
Well, I had heard it done on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah,
once,
yeah, he made it
and I had
famous.
never seen it in person. I assumed that the woman had died. I just heard her sort of lamenting over there. The lamentations of the woman were quite profound and pronounced. I thought she was in a state of mortal peril. But now I know she's ejaculating.
Ejaculating?
Ejaculating, yes. She's coming on the toy.
That's gross. Please don't talk about that in my court. Now, Mr. Chapman, let's take us back to the day of the event. Now, do you take public transportation regularly?
Oh, I do love public transportation. Rubbing elbows with the hoi polloi. Are you familiar with that term, Judge?
The hoi polloi?
The hoi polloi.
Well, contextually, it seems like you're using that word to refer to the public, like the other people in public who are riding transportation.
Had to use context. Interesting. The cowards out is what we call context.
Who calls it that?
Me, just now. It's the cowards out.
So you're using like the royal we?
I'm simply raising you, Judge. I'm giving you what the Irish call the crack. A bit of the crack. You familiar with that term, Judge?
Not in this context,
Fucking
no.
moron.
Excuse me?
Huh?
What did you just say to me?
I didn't hear anything, Your Honor.
What?
Sounded like you just called me a fucking moron.
I think that was the wind through the wood.
You think that was the wind?
Let's not be paranoid, Your Honor.
Perhaps your oral sensibilities are not quite as refined as they should be, Judge. Something to think about. What was your question?
Oh, whose oral sensibilities are not as refined now?
Oh, Judge,
We
please.
got a written testimony,
Judge,
Your
please.
Honor.
We've got written testimony. Shut the fuck up, defendant.
Please enunciate, Judge, when you try to.
I saw him do it.
See notes.
See notes.
What
I
notes?
got a longer thing. I got a much longer thing.
All right.
5 paragraphs.
Wait,
Five
what?
paragraph summary.
Wow.
I wasn't even gonna try to. Put
All
the
right,
thing.
can we get like a
fucking
TLDR on
fucking
it?
War and
I'll read
Peace.
the entire thing. I was riding the subway home from work one evening when I noticed something very strange happening on the platform. As I peered out the window, I saw a person sprinting up the stairs on all fours like a wild animal. I couldn't believe my eyes. At first, I thought it might be some sort of prank or stunt, but as the person reached the top of the stairs, I realized they were completely serious. They were panting and sweating profusely, their eyes wild with determination as they pushed themselves to the limit. You know that word determination, Your Honor? That's too big a word for you?
Termination?
Determination?
Determination?
It sounds like you didn't know it.
Like
I couldn't
motivation.
help but
I
laugh
misheard
at the
you.
absurdity
I
of
just
the
misheard
situation.
you.
It was like something out of a comedy sketch. And I found myself wondering, what could possibly have motivated this person to
Someone
run up the
wrote
stairs
this
on
in the
all
chat?
fours?
Someone wrote all of this?
They DM'd us.
It's in the DM.
Was it a bet, a dare, a
Good
fitness challenge
God.
gone awry? As the subway pulled away
Fitness challenge gone
from the
awry, that's good.
station, I caught a glimpse of the person collapsing on the floor in exhaustion, still on all fours. I couldn't help but feel a little bit envious of their dedication and determination, even if their methods of exercise were a little bit unconventional. All in all, it was definitely one of the weirdest and most memorable moments I've had on the subway. I'll never forget the sight of that determined individual running up the stairs on all fours, and I can only hope one day to be that committed to my own fitness goals.
Wow. Wowie. And thank you, Gayu TV.
Now-
Do
TTV.
not make it that long, guys.
Thank you for the
Now-
subscription. Please keep your written testimony shorter.
Now, Judge, you will notice that over the course of that rather lengthy aside, at no point was there any sort of physical or visual description of the perp.
I know. I
Then-
did notice that. That kind of fucks it as evidence because
Yeah.
they just said they were really like determined. That's hard to pin down to an individual.
Judge, motion to extricate the evidence from the record. Are you familiar with the term extricate, Judge?
Yes, and it's
You
actually not a
backwards-looking
term we use in
honky
court. We
freak.
use the term strike here in court. But unfortunately,
Maybe you should use a bigger word. Make people
well-
take you more seriously if you used a bigger word. You ever think about that?
I haven't thought about that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this visual evidence. I see. Okay. Now, can you explain the context of this particular piece of evidence, Mr. Chapman?
Again, I'm far too busy to be running up some random set of stairs. I'm too busy trying to make more money for classical KUSC 91.5. And one instance of this sort of attempted fundraising is the desire to play upon certain memes. Are you familiar with those, Judge? Memes.
Yeah, like the thing where Drake is like looking at a thing and he's like, and then he looks at another
Right.
thing. He's like,
and then the second thing he's like, that looks good.
he's like,
right?
that's the good one.
That looks good.
Yeah.
The one where there's a little girl standing in front of a burning building and she sort of looks like she maybe had something to do with the building.
Yeah,
on
she's
fire,
like
you know?
smiling, kind of like coy and
Right.
evilly.
There's a fun little clip from a program called Saturday Night Live from a number of years ago in which a rather funnily dressed Will Ferrell goes about in ecstasy, banging upon an instrument, an unusual instrument, I'll add, Judge, a cowbell. And so we're going
Cowman.
to... Cowman, yes. Cowman.
We got there. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
This judge is a genius!
Cowman. Go on, Mr. Chapman.
We have written testimony whenever you're ready, Your Honor.
All right, actually, shut the fuck up, Mr. Chapman. We've
Okay.
got written testimony. Your Honor, he was wearing a tail. Whoa. Wearing a tail. Like a furry, maybe?
Oh, no, I was in my tux and tails that day, but I wasn't on the stairs.
Oh, okay. You admit it. You were you were wearing a tail.
Well, I was wearing... I can only assume that they were referring to the tail that I was wearing that day. I was at a fundraising dinner at Rudy Giuliani's house.
Why were you... What? Fundraising for what?
For the... Are you thick? Are you a dullard?
Well, I mean, he's got a lot going on. This guy could be raising money for any number of things.
I'm raising money for classical KUSC, you dumb
Oh,
motherfucker.
so it was your fundraising event. I
Yes.
thought it was his fundraising event.
He was raising money for the station. And
I
by
see.
raising money for the station, I mean he was raising money for anti-abortion politicians, and I was stealing shrimp from the buffet table and selling it afterwards.
And I was supposed to infer all of that.
You were supposed to divine that from the rather belabored discussion of where the fundraising was taking place, Judge. Yes!
All right, well, maybe I am thick, but someone who I hope isn't thick is the person that we brought up to the witness stand who I've already forgotten, but we're going to go ahead and check in with them and see what they're all about. Are we ready to cut to them?
Should be.
Oh, yeah, wait. What? Did we get this? Did someone pay for this?
Yep.
Oh, I missed that completely.
Hey, Your Honor.
What's up, drunken animal control guy?
Another day.
If he's intoxicated, can this be on the record?
Yes, actually, he is allowed to testify as a drunk person.
Cool.
What? So, why?
Fine.
Why?
Someone's
Why?
gonna listen to me. Someone wants to listen to me. That's cool. It's cool if someone listens.
No, Judge, unpack this for me. Why is an inebriated person allowed to enter evidence into the record?
Because he may have witnessed something, and if he's got information to share about the crime, then that could be valuable in helping us determine whether or not you're guilty.
So you guys want to talk to me?
So when they told me that I couldn't do black tar heroin
Yes,
before I
no.
came in here, they were lying to my
I
face?
do want to talk
Yes,
to you,
no.
drunk animal
no, that's
guy.
Fine. No one does.
I would like to
No one
know.
does. It's fine.
I'd like to know if you saw
it's
this
fine.
guy. I'd like to know if you saw this guy running up the stairs on all fours.
I see a lot of crazy shit. No one ever wants to know about it, though.
All right, well, in this case, I specifically do want to know.
All right. Well, one time I saw a bear. And yep.
Okay, but I'm talking about
He
this
was
guy.
He was at someone's house. He wasn't at his house. Forrest is his house. He went to someone's house. So I had to go there. I shot him with a train dart.
But did you
No
see
one
this
wants to
guy?
hear those stories.
That sounds like a great story.
Everyone just goes, "Oh, you're still not doing so good." I see, and I go, "I'm actually doing really great.
Wait.
I'm like Snow White. All the animals love me and want to hang out with me."
Bailiff, could you turn up the witness
Oh,
microphone?
fuck! I felt like I was doing good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes that
I thought I
happens.
was doing pretty
Sometimes
good
you
stuff.
think you're really crushing it, and then you realize you're like Robbie Robertson in the band at the last waltz, where he's singing into a dead microphone for 3 hours.
I don't get that reference.
Well,
All right,
It's not
drunken
classical
animal
music.
control guy. Did you see this guy at the scene of the
I
crime?
was saying I saw a bear.
Right,
It
but
was at someone's house.
all right, I think we got pretty much everything we're gonna get out of drunken animal
I got
guy.
one.
Oh, you have something?
You wanted to hear about this guy?
didn't this
Yes.
man? Wasn't this the man who killed P-22, the beloved LA
I
mountain
was the
lion?
man who found P-22 hit by a car.
Was it your
My
car?
car was nearby,
Okay,
but that's because I'm around.
all
Okay.
right.
I can use big, and thank you. I can use big word. No one ever says that I can. They all say I'm still having my problem, and I'm saying I'm actually feeling splendiferous or something like that. Anyway, I saw this fucking guy.
Yes.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
This fucking guy right here.
Yeah, him. What did you see?
So the thing about this guy, he's acting like he's all proper, stiff upper lip, right?
Yeah.
But I saw this fucking guy. He was fucking in the forest, and he was just fucking hanging out with a bunch of fucking cats and shit.
He was hanging out with a bunch of cats and shit?
Like game cats, like bigger ones, like panthers,
You saw him
cougars.
hanging out in the woods with a bunch of panthers.
cougars,
You-
coyotes.
Was he on all fours?
I don't know.
You fucking buffoon. I was there covering the local performance of Cats. Those were grown men and women. Adult human men and women performing the incredible musical
Oh, and
odyssey
I'm a
that is
fucking
Cats.
buffoon. And everyone says and great, I'm a fucking buffoon. Cool. Thank you. Well, awesome to hear from you too. So.
All right, I think we're good on you, drunken animal control guy. Thank you so much for your testimony. That was really helpful.
Did I hear you're going to allow a bear in the courtroom? Is that
Yeah,
what
I think
saw?
the next witness is going to be a bear.
Does this seem just inconsequential to you? Does this not seem to you like totally outside the realm of acceptable discourse?
This is the process, Mr. Chapman. I don't come to your radio station and tell you how to run it. It
God,
seems like
I
you
wish
could use some
would.
help.
I
Yeah.
wish you would.
It seems like you could use my help, but unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do my job, and I hope that you'll do yours. And right now, your job is to answer my questions about this scene of the crime. Now, Someone already said they spotted you wearing tails, and you admitted that you were wearing your tuxedo coat and tails at the subway.
I was out hustling for money. Are you familiar with this idea, the concept of hustling, grind set, judge?
You know, I haven't actually had to hustle. I was appointed this job, and I've just kind of been chilling ever since.
Oh, a Nepo baby.
Not nepotism, really. I just, I worked hard in law school, and then I was a prosecutor for a while, and then eventually I was appointed to this position.
Judge,
Yeah.
you have never understood how low a person will sink for money. You've never understood it. You've never had to scrape the bottom of the barrel just so that you can play Mozart for the people. You have no idea how hard people have to work. You know, some people, in order to make money, they'll film little, what they call TikToks of them running around on all fours in popular, public transportation destinations and locations. And there'll be like that woman's voice was like, this guy was running up the stairs.
Yeah, like the computer lady voice.
This guy running upstairs. And then it goes viral, and then people start listening to your station. I'll try anything.
Now,
so
Mr. Chapman,
far this video has about 500 views, but we're waiting for the algorithm to pick it up. I'm sure it'll be any minute now,
Mr. Chapman, frankly, this is sounding a lot like an admission. But before we're able to come to that conclusion, we should hear from the bear. So we're going to get the bear on the witness stand. And Mr. Bear, do you have anything you'd like to add to the record? Okay.
Now, see, this is a failure of imagination on my part. I figured one of them would come out and pretend to be sort of like a gay bear, like the terminology for the homosexual community, a bear.
Why would you think the bear would be gay?
Certainly.
Well, I'm saying it's hard to play a bear. It's hard to come out and pretend.
Doesn't seem like it. Seems like we've got a bear right here. I don't know why he would have to be gay.
Cut back to that. That's a bear to you?
To me, that's a bear.
That's sufficiently a bear to you? That
got big claws, some ears. He's furry. To me, that's a bear.
He's pointing. He's got opposable digits, and he's pointing at his head.
Hey, you're my best friend. You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
That's a bear to me.
He's giving a bear hug. He's giving a bear hug. I will say that.
Exactly. So I don't think he has to be gay. I think that's kind of your thing. You're like projecting that onto it. I think that bear can have whatever sexual preferences he wants. For me, that's how I feel. I don't know about you.
I'm saying perhaps your reticence to accept that the bear may be a homosexual man might speak to a certain deeply closeted set of sexual proclivities on your part, Judge.
No, I'm saying he can be gay, but he could be whatever he wants. He doesn't have to be gay.
Backwards little cocksucker.
Did you just call me a backwards cocksucker?
What the fuck?
What?
Hey, you and me, man. You and me should just go. We should just go out. We can take my van. We can just go.
All right, I think this violence might be TOS. I can't show that. Now listen, Mr. Chapman.
This is a mess.
For the record,
This is a mess.
Oh, he talks.
I'm bi.
Whoa.
He's bi.
See? See?
Thank you, Bear. Yeah, what do you mean see? You said he was gay.
I'm saying that he could be gay, that he has the capacity to be
Well, he's
gay.
not. He's bi.
Right, he's bisexual. He has the capacity to be gay with another bear. Man bear.
No, all
Woman
right.
bear. Huh. Wow. Whoa.
All right.
Oh,
Ignore that.
wow.
Ignore that.
But it is coming.
Okay.
All right, we've got some visual evidence.
Another radio
that we need to
personality,
take
huh?
a look
Another
at.
podcast.
Go ahead and hit it.
And it's this.
Huh.
We saw this guy. This is from the news.
Great.
Ripped from the headlines. What do you have to say for yourself, Mr. Chapman?
Andrew Tate has given the station a lot of money. For why?
He's a donor? He doesn't strike me as a donor to public radio.
I think he just really wanted the tote bags.
He's a tote bag guy?
Yeah, there was a period of time when we were giving tote bags for every $10 donation, and he gave us exactly $10 million on the dot.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know how much those tote bags are going to be helping him in Romanian prison, but
we only had like 10 tote bags, and we told him that. We said, Mr. Tate, we can only give you 10 tote bags. And he says something. I couldn't really, he was probably, I don't know. He sounded busy. I heard a lot of really
probably human trafficking.
I heard
now,
a lot
listen,
of really
Mr.
young
Chapman.
women in the background that he seemed to be entertaining.
Yes. All right. Now we've got a few more questions here
Toast
from
to Tate, yes.
our jurors in the chat. So I want to get to those, and then we're going to pull up a poll to determine your guilt. So jurors in the chat, if you have any other questions for Mr. Chapman regarding the crime of running up the subway stairs, or just background questions that you'd like answered that will help you come to a conclusion on his guilt, please go ahead and ask them.
Sorry.
Whoops. All right.
Come on.
It's tough. You hit the button.
I hit the button sometimes. Listen, it's not.
meaning to.
All right. Here's a question for you, Mr. Chapman. Nerd says what?
What? Oh, you!
Thank
you.
you.
Oh, you rapscallion, you little devil.
Yeah.
You got me.
We got his ass. Here's one. Can we see if those hands are dirty? Can you show us your hands? Now, do those look like the hands of somebody who's running up all fours?
There was a hand sanitizer station just outside. I admitted to the crime, by the way. I don't know if you caught that. I said I did it. I washed my hands. You think I'm going to walk
pretty
into
open
the
and
face?
shut.
Look, Judge, cut to me. You think I'm going to come into a courtroom with dirty hands?
I would hope not.
You fucking ignoramus!
I didn't say that. I thought that.
You fucking goofball!
Don't call me that. That's mean.
Sorry. Judge, we got off on such a strong...
I know. What
strong-
happened? And I think we did have some... Did we have more? No, we didn't have more
You
evidence
know,
to
Judge,
show.
sometimes I feel like we're not destined to be enemies, but actually rather good friends.
Well, if you get let off here, then maybe we can actually do that. But it does seem like there...
Could I have $15?
You want $15?
For the music.
You can't just ask the judge for money during your trial.
Do you want the people to be able to hear Pachelbel, huh? And
I don't really have strong feelings one way or the other on that.
Chopin and Beethoven and Mozart and Camille Saint-Saëns or whatever, however you say that. Do you want the people to be able to hear the good music? Then you need to give me $15 stat.
Well, let's let the people decide whether or not you're going to jail. It does seem like it's a dead heat. Wow. So a lot of power to whichever chatters have not yet voted.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get my phone. Somebody give me my phone, quick.
Nope.
Somebody quick, give me my phone.
Don't give him his phone.
Don't
Quick,
give him
give
his
me my
phone.
phone. Don't, nobody vote.
Oh, close it,
son of a
close it,
bitch.
close
No.
it, close
No,
it,
no, no.
close it.
What do you mean?
Wait,
close
yes,
it?
yes.
You wanted that.
Ah, shit.
I wasn't sure. I thought the first one was that I was good. There we go.
I guess
Let's
he's not
go,
guilty.
baby. Alan Chapman lives again. Public radio, classical music radio is gonna sail away. It's gonna keep on.
What is that? Is that a song?
Yeah.
Keep singing it.
I do. We got a classical KUSC. It's on the.
Come on, sing it with your heart.
Got a classical KUSC, it's on the radio, we love it so much and it's all so much fun. It's got a bunch of really cool stuff like Johann Sebastian Bach, and I'm also raising a lot.
Whenever you sing on the show, you don't even try to rhyme. All right, Grant, you're good. I mean, Mr. Chapman, you're good. You're good to head out.
It's interesting. Sometimes it's funny to do things poorly. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, but turn his mic off.
If I'm trying to be...
Mic's off.
You're free. You're free to go.
Hold on, we'll come back to me. There we go.
Thank you.
One more time.
No, we got it.
Yeah, we're good on that.
We're running out of time.
Get out of here,
Let's
Mr.
go.
Chapman. We got to get one more defendant in here.
You should all listen to classical KUSC though. It's really good.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
No lyrics in that music, probably why I can't rhyme. All right, we got time for one more defendant. Really quickly though, if you're just joining us tonight, my name is Judge Learned Hand. You can join our Discord to submit evidence in the submissions channel. We've seen a lot of it so far. We'll show it on the TV. If you submit an image, we might use yours tonight. Probably not, but maybe. You can call a witness for $5. You can subscribe to the show and show written testimony. It looks like this. But the gist of it is you're going to give me a crime. We're going to bring out the defendant. You'll ask him some questions. I'll ask him some questions. We'll figure out whether or not he's guilty. Then we'll all go home. So let's go ahead and figure out what this last crime of the night is. Last crime. Start suggesting them in the chat. and we'll figure out what this last defendant stands accused of. Teaching grandma to suck eggs. Wow, starting strong. Called after 11 p.m. Being stupid. Accused of being a giant cocktail shrimp. Wow, that is absurd. Dick too big. Not changing the sheets. Lying on the stand. Making Greek yogurt with human breast milk. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. No clean towels. Pitching pyramid scheme. Being just a little guy. I like
illegal about that, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's actually legal here. Really, really ugly. Tripping children. Pooping back and forth forever. Smoking while being a fish. That is a high crime, but I don't think this next guy is guilty of that. Sharding in public. Wiping standing up. Shaving in the break room. Leaving dishes in the sink too long. Cow woman. Cow man. Fine, cow man. We'll do it. Fuck, fine, we'll do it. Cow man. Being a cow man.
It's not being a cowman, Your Honor.
It's just cowman.
Someone said being a cowman on there.
No, it's cowman.
Fine, cowman. The crime is cowman. This next defendant stands accused of cowman. So let's get him out here.
We're too big for you, Your Honor.
We're too small for me. Dad? What are you doing here?
It's Dad.
Dad? You cowman?
Guilty.
Okay, well, fuck. Shit. You don't say that, Dad. You put up a defense at least.
I just want to take an interest in what you've got going on.
Well, if you really wanted to take an interest, you would, do the whole thing. Defend yourself, make me try a little bit.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so don't say you're guilty.
Okay, let me try again. Let me.
All right, let's bring this next defendant to the stand. Hello, sir.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sibian.
I can't believe you took your stepwife's maiden name. It was really gross. I mean, stepwife. My stepmom, your normal wife. What is a stepwife?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. All right. Now, do you mind if I call you Dad?
Please. Dad was my father's name. Call me Ryder.
Okay. Ryder Sibian? I'm going to call you Ryder. Now, Ryder, do you understand the crime that you stand accused of today?
No.
Okay, you're allowed to understand the crime, just don't admit to it.
Yes.
Okay, so just to refresh everybody, you stand accused of cowman.
Look, cowman, prove it.
Very good. Okay. Well, I'd like to prove it. Or actually, it's not up to me to prove it. It's actually up to you to prove that you're not the cowman or not cowman. So, if you're not cowman, okay, now this is going to be tricky. This one is going to be really tough. I'm surprised this hasn't happened before. We're going to, Dad, we have to bring Mr. Easton West to the stand.
Oh, okay.
So
should I get out of here and get out of your hair?
No, you can stay. Stay.
Is
right
it all right
there.
if I stay right here?
Stay right there.
You stay there.
Yeah?
And it seems like we're gonna figure out how to do this. And in the meantime,
Okay.
Anyway, Dad, you understand how this goes. We're gonna bring in a witness, and you're gonna stay there at the podium.
Oh, I dropped my camera. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. Now, Dad, while you take your time picking up the camera. There he is. Now, Dad, how do you know Mr. Easton West?
Do I? Do I?
I'm not sure. I mean, I assume so because he's being called as a witness. Do you not?
That's a surprise to me. Maybe that he's a surprise witness.
Oh, okay. Well, in any event, while we're waiting for Mr. West to arrive, do you have any thoughts on Cowman?
Well, cowman, cow person, to be, to am. what gives? You know, what's the problem?
All right, we've got Mr. East and West on the witness stand. Let's go ahead and hear from him.
Hey, how's it going, Your Honor?
All right, it still says bear cool.
Yeah.
What is going on here, son?
Working on it.
How's it going there, Your Honor?
Mr. East and West, do you know my dad?
Yeah, this man right here.
Yeah, at the defendant stand, this guy.
Don't I gotta do my thing here?
Oh yeah, if you wouldn't mind swearing on the holy book of your choice.
I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. I know this man.
Dad, stop! You're embarrassing me in front of the witness.
How's it going, Ryder? How goes it, fella?
So you do know, Mr. West, you do know my dad.
You better believe it.
Okay,
brother.
please don't brandish the weapon at me. You can just answer the
This
question.
thing's big and
Whoops.
it's scary.
Now, Mr. West, how do you know my dad?
We were both hanging out at a kava one day. And we just struck up a conversation in line, as you tend to do.
I see. And did the conversation have anything to do with Cowman?
I can't say it did, Your Honor. We were mostly talking about what are you going to get today, and at the same time we said count of three.
Didn't even need to. I'm with you.
And yeah, and I went 1, 2, 3. What they'll
Surprise
decide.
me.
Yeah,
Okay, so you didn't say the same thing, but you
we inferred
got
it.
the same
Your Honor,
general
it was
idea.
the same conceit.
Right? Yeah. It was.
Do you
the
know
same.
that word conceit, Your Honor, or is that one above your pay grade?
No, I understand what you're saying. It's the same general idea, same
So we
general
both
premise.
said we're going to get the hummus and then say, surprise me or leave it to you or things of that nature. And that's how we became lifelong friends.
Yes.
Okay, but
then
a
we
minute ago, Dad, you said you never heard of this guy.
Well, you told me to make it challenging.
Okay, all right, I see. So you're just sort of playing a character. All right, well,
I'm not your dad. I'm Dr. Ryder Sibian.
right, okay, you're right. We should keep family out of this. Now, Mr. East and West, is there anything else you'd like to add before we let you go?
Just that I've always looked like this, except briefly when I looked like a hamburger.
Got it. Thank you. That's very helpful. All right, Mr. West,
And
you're free to
Judge,
go.
One more time. There's a big, real, scary knife.
It is very real and very scary, and I would really like it if you put it
Pass it
away.
around. Let's
Do
see.
not pass it around.
Yeah, let's see what.
Don't pass it around. Please just
Can the jury
sheath
see
it.
the knife?
No, the jury
Yeah.
cannot
Hey,
see the
jury,
knife.
enjoy this.
No, don't do that.
Live stream fails, baby. Let's
Motherfucker.
lose a finger.
Let's not lose a finger. All right. Now, Mr. Sibian,
Dr. Sibian. I didn't go to 8 years of Sibian school to be called Mr. Ryder's fine, though.
we're going to get the VCR repairman, former ranch hand something in here, and that'll probably be our last witness of the night. So in the meantime, if you wouldn't mind, Dr. Simeon, please just give us sort of a general overview of the last 48 hours, where your whereabouts, what you were doing, to kind of give us a sense of whether or not you might have Cowman.
Well, let's see if I can remember. It's all such a blur. So I hopped off the Sibian, as one does.
Wait, you ride the Sibian?
It's important to know the product that you work with, son. That's why you go to the, law school to be law.
I see. All right. I just didn't want to think about my dad riding a Sibian.
I'm not your dad.
Right. You're Dr. Sibian.
That's right.
Now, okay, so
Ryder's fine.
You get up, wait, so you say the first thing you do is get off the Sibian? That means you sleep on it?
I was just going from 24 hours ago.
Oh, okay, I see.
So- And now I have just toweled off. And
Ugh. Jesus Christ, Dad.
so proud of you.
Someone is objecting to that, and I will sustain that objection. All right, just fast forward, through the day.
So it's halfway through my second session.
Ugh.
And I get a phone call, right? And I'm
Okay.
like, well, this is strange. So I head downstairs, I run, and I get the phone and I say, Dr. Ryder Sibian, Ryder's fine. And they say,
Oh, so it's fine for them to call you Ryder, but your own son has to call you Dr. Sibian?
I've told you several times you could call me Ryder. I just said I'm not your dad.
But you said I didn't go to 8 years of Sibian school for people not to call me doctor.
Because you called me Mister.
I
it's
see.
the it's the surname You know,
I see.
I'm so proud of
People
you.
are using such big fucking words tonight. God damn it. We've got the VCR guy.
Don't be obstinate, Judge.
Hey, this guy.
Hey, Ryder.
Do you have a gun?
This is how I fix the VCR.
God damn it.
Nope.
You thought we were gonna
Hi,
have a
everybody.
whole episode without a gun.
Come
You thought we
on,
were gonna
we gotta
do no
get the
gun
gun.
episode.
Try.
You thought there wouldn't be a gun in an episode.
You thought.
You thought.
I bet you won't. You
Thanks
won't.
for joining us, everybody. This is the Everything Now Show. If you're new here, welcome to it. We do this show 3 times a week, including Monday, Thursday, and Saturday nights. So if you had fun at this one, come on back Saturday night for a brand new episode. Those start at 6 p.m., an hour earlier than the weekday ones.
You're welcome, Abby.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, who donated for witnesses, who submitted images in our Discord. If you enjoyed the Discord submission game, we do that in all of our formats. So definitely join the Everything Now Show Discord for updates on when the show goes live and other ways to participate in the show.
Did we mention the other socials? Because we got other socials.
Tell them, Grant.
We got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got YouTube, where all of the previous episodes of the show can be found archived.
Over 300 episodes of
We
Everything
also
Now
got
Show. Go watch
TikTok,
them all.
folks. Go follow the
Yeah.
TikTok. We only have 13 followers on the TikTok, and it kind of that's like
Let's
not
get
enough.
those numbers
Let's get
up.
at least
Jump
20.
on the TikTok.
Now,
I mean,
all
is
of
it so
our
crazy?
all of our viewers are over 40, but I know a couple of you must have a TikTok.
Some of you must be 14.
Get
at the
on
same
TikTok,
time.
follow us there. We post clips from the show. But yeah, definitely follow us on all of our other social media. And follow us right here on Twitch, too. If you're lurking and watching the show right now, you had fun, hit that follow button. You'll get notified when
Yeah.
we go live. And it helps us somehow.
There are something like 100 of you watching this, and I know for a gosh darn fact not all of you are following the show. It's easy. Press the button. Press it right now.
Press the
button.
button.
Press the follow button. Do it.
All right.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. Or
Every
you
time.
might. You might regret it.
Sometimes you'll regret it.
But there's
There might
only
be a
one
couple
way to
that are
find
mid.
out. There's only one way to find out if you'll regret it, and that's to hit it right now.
Hit it right now. Hit the
Anyway,
button right
folks, we can't do the show alone, which is why there it is. Thank you,
Hero.
Nezoon. Hero.
Nezoon. Nezoon.
Nezoon, hero. We salute you.
Braver
Thank
than
you.
the cops.
Braver than the cops.
Not the troops, but the cops.
We can't do the show alone. We need viewers like Nezoon, and we also need special guests like the one from this evening, Mr. Jake Collins.
Come on,
Bring
Jake.
him out, folks. The part where we all walk.
He was a
off.
cop all along.
Yeah.
He was bald all along. He has hair all along.
Holy shit! Give
Who
us
knows?
What a pose. That's great.
All right, we got it. We got the shot. All right, stay out
Hey,
there.
Jake, come back out here.
Don't go anywhere. This is a
Come out.
very confusing system that we have here. But Jake, thanks for doing the
And
show.
they objected to you leaving.
They're objecting to you leaving.
Oh my, nice.
Jake,
I'll
great
take it.
stuff. We have your Instagram, but
Yes,
anything,
you do.
anything you want to say or talk about or anything?
What's up, man?
Oh man, you know, I just want to say Merry Christmas and that alone. Just
Yes.
Merry Christmas
Yep.
to the people that celebrate Christmas.
And nothing else. to
And
anyone
nothing
else.
else.
Sorry,
Shouts out.
suckers.
Shouts out. Good morning only to Christmas celebrators. All right.
Yes.
Well, that does it. That's the show, folks. Thank you for joining us. We're going to figure out somebody to raid.
Very cool jackets. Yeah, this is Sam Naismith's jacket. He left it behind.
Yeah.
And has
What a
not
sucker.
come to
It's
pick
ours
it up.
now.
For a really great bit.
Imagine I looked like this.
Oh, I don't have
Imagine if
to.
this
This
was
is
Bruce's
good.
whole vibe.
Stunner. Stunner.
Come on back Saturday night for a brand new episode. I don't know what the format is or who the guests are.
It is Lifting Spirits with
Love you too, kissing
Avery
contest.
Jurian and Kenny G.
Oh shit!
Kenny G.
Kenny G,
Jazz-
jazz legend Kenny
Jazz
G
saxophonist.
will be
Wow.
here Saturday night. You're not gonna want to miss that. It's a fun format, so
So it's really Kenny Gray, but we could get him to do a Kenny G impression.
Yeah.
I
He'd
think.
probably be good at it.
He could probably do
Good
one.
impressionist.
so
All right.
come on back
Who
Saturday
we
night.
rating, folks?
Who we
The
rating?
windbag.
We're gonna send you over to the Windbag.
Say
They've rated
hello
us.
to the windbag.
We're gonna return the favor. Say hi to Windbag. Let them know we sent you. Come on back here
Res
Saturday
Racing, you
night.
can't quit us because we're just too damn cute.
We're so cute.
So true.
We are
I want to join the Cool Jackets Brigade.
a little bit of this.
Blue Jacket Squad.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Are we good?
I'm good. We good.
Bye.
He's got hit.
Oh, it's a video?
He's got hit.
I know.
I know.
It's probably gonna be a while.